welcome to Regenerative Living. I'm Tony Cho, I'm your host, and today we're going to talk about the ChoZen Center for Regenerative Living, a bioregional hub that's promoting and fostering biodiversity conservation, fostering resilience within communities, and empowering communities to live in balance with nature. And so what is a bioregional hub? We had a previous episode where we talked about that, where essentially it's a hub of information and a demonstration project that's showing people how to live regeneratively in balance with nature and the natural surroundings and the ecosystem and the community, and how we regenerate not only the soil and the wild environment, but how we regenerate our body, mind, and spirit in balance with nature. And how we do that is through very many facets of what we're doing, and that encapsulates permaculture and regenerative agriculture, that encapsulates forest bathing and nature immersions, that encapsulates, ecotourism and getting out into the preserve and learning about the 26 endangered species that are here. It's also learning about the Florida Wildlife Corridor. One of the initiatives that we're working on in partnership with the Florida Wildlife Corridor is promoting corridor appropriate development around Florida with developers. As a developer in an urban context based in Miami, but also an environmental activist, that's very important. Then we're able to navigate the balance between human progress, development, but in right relationship with nature and with our environment. And so this is something that's near and dear to me. And ChoZen Center for Regenerative Living, that's at ChoZen Retreat, which we've been operating for a while, is our nonprofit arm and initiative of ChoZen Retreat. And it's the perfect setting for people to learn about why a bioregional hub, a demonstration project for regenerative living, is so essential to educate and raise awareness around the fragility of our natural environment. 2 years ago, we lost half of our manatee population due to agricultural runoff and pollution that were caused by humans here in Indian River County, in Indian River Lagoon, which is the most biodiverse lagoon system in North America, that is rich with all kinds of biodiversity, that helps to find cures for all kinds of diseases and ailments, and is such an important source of tourism and economic vitality for this entire region. It's also our watershed that provides water for 11 million people. So protecting that is protecting us, it's protecting our water, it's protecting our families. Having the awareness around it is so important, and that's why we did the ChoZen Air Eco Experiences with Carlton Ward. That's why we're speaking at the Corridor Connect with the Florida Wildlife Corridor with some of the biggest developers in Florida to raise awareness, raise consciousness around how fragile and how endangered wild Florida is due to development and due to all of the practices, monocropping and traditional agricultural practices and using chemicals and phosphates and all of these things that are creating damage to our natural environment. So ChoZen Center for Regenerative Living's mission is really to help raise that awareness through nature immersions, through workshops, through online courses, to learn about how you can get involved. Storytelling is a big part of it, sharing the message with other people, so please share this and help other people become more inspired by the mission. When our dear friend and partner Dan Buettner came to ChoZen, he realized how important that this was in this mission, and he started to see other people around the state where this was becoming front and center, an issue of massive large-scale development, and how they need to learn how to do corridor appropriate developments that create buffer zones between these human developments and these natural environments for wildlife. So one of the things that we want to do, our USDA grant is now sunsetting at the end of June. We want to fund that program so we can continue on educating the seniors, providing these community gardens and providing the food forest and the education. We want to continue our farm days, our volunteer days, want to continue our permaculture and educational workshops. So that's really important. We want to fund and get sponsors for our farmers markets, our artisan markets, which were a huge success. We completed 8 edition and we welcomed over 3,000 people here, hosted over 100 vendors and different artisans and makers and musicians performed, and provided a free event for the community that brought the community together. So quite a beautiful and enriching experience that has not only environmental impact and social impact, but community impact, which I think is really important. So we're very excited about what we're doing, and we hope you are too, and we hope that you will, support us either through sharing the message, donating, sponsoring one of our programs or events, or volunteering. There's many opportunities for volunteering. So please help save wild Florida, help reconnect yourself with nature, help local communities thrive in balance with nature, protect our important biodiversity, our water supply, our clean air, our clean water, clean food, and come to a place where regenerative living is the way to go.